Second page. What do you notice different about 4, 5, and 6 versus the first page? Where are the addings and subtractings? They're now where? On the inside. Now this is the difference. You see the first one where it says shift left, x plus h? You have to think, what number do you have to plug in that makes it equal to 0? So look at number 4. What number do you have to plug in that makes this equal to 0? I have to plug in a negative 2. So, because we plug in a negative, that's which way it shifts. So left and right shifts are opposite of the way you think they should be. So it doesn't shift to the right, it shifts to the left 2 units. Now we're going to pick that up when we do our check, but let's just show. So go left 2, go left 2. So this is a shift left by 2. Let me show you an important idea on our check, what point you choose. You want to choose a point that is specifically far enough away from that bottom of the V that it's going to be clearly the right answer when we do it. So we want to choose a point either probably 3 or above or negative 4 or below, because you want to stay away from these stuff in the middle, because sometimes that's going to be correct either way. So I would probably choose like a number that's going to be impacted by the absolute value. So I'd probably choose like a negative 4 or a negative 5. So let's just pick negative 5. So try x equals negative 5. Here we go. Negative 5 plus 2. A little review of absolute value. When do you take the absolute value? Think with me. How many numbers do we want to have inside? 1. So what's negative 5 plus 2? Negative 3. And what's the absolute value of negative 3? 3. So, at negative 5, it should be at 3. Is it? Yes. So it does check. All right, so really quick. X minus 3. What number do I plug in here to make it equal to 0? A positive 3. So it shifts to the right 3 units. So shift over to the right 3 units. And once you see the pattern, you can just follow the dots straight up the line. Okay, once again, let's do a check. I'm going to plug a negative number in here. I'm going to say try negative 2. So negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. And the absolute value is 5. So we try that point. We go to negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does check. So the x plus, x minus that are on the inside of the absolute values are going to shift right and shift left. So our number 6, which way does it shift? X plus 1. It shifts left. It shifts left by 1, so shift left 1. There we go. Let's try a point. I'm going to try a negative 4. So negative 4 plus 1, that's negative 3. So y equals 3. So negative 4, 1, 2, 3. There's my checkpoint, and it does work. Always good to check. Always good to make sure. So if you had shifted it the wrong way, obviously the check wouldn't work. Questions so far? If the number's outside, it shifts up and it shifts down. If the number's inside, it shifts left and it shifts right. So let's combine them together and let's think with us. Here we have some other ones. Notice what's outside the front of each one of these. A negative. That takes the V and turns it into a tenth. So here's our new parent function, little tenths. Think of Boy Scouts outside, the really, really basic tenths. So the absolute value of negative x Truly, all it does is it flips upside down. There's no shift. So the parent function actually is the graph. So there's no shift here. Just a flip. All right? No shift, just a flip. However, our next one, x minus 2, what number do you have to plug in here to make it 0? 2. So this shifts to the right by 2. So it's an upside down b because it's a negative, and it shifts to the right 2. So Noah, take each of those points and go over 2 to the right. Kind of hard, the graph's a little light here. Sorry about that. So it shifts to the right by 2 units. Last one. Which way does it shift? The absolute value of x, and then the plus 3 is outside. So which way does it shift? Talk to me here. Does it shift up, down, left, or right? What do you think, Matt? Up, down, left, or right? It does. It shifts up 3. Okay? Up 3. So go 1, 2, 3. And make your graph. Okay? Questions there?